to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Badgers will boot it away to start the game. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Illinois' offense will have the football first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to...
Oh, he's got some space. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. At the 45, on his way. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every...
He's looking deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to pass. It's Altmaier. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will have its first possession of the game. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Anthony. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Badgers are rolling down the field. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. To the air, it's Edwards. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Gets it to him on the screen. On the move at the 30. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll run it from the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting again.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air, it's Altmaier. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll leave it with him. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Barry Johnson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Badgers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Illinois offense returns to the field. The run from the shotgun. Spins away from the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Clement. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Luke Altmaier started his career as a backup to Matt Corral at Ole Miss, but man, did he blossom for the Fighting Illini. Had their best season in more than 20 years, and maybe more in store for him, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there were still a lot of fans that I think were skeptical when the transfer portal news came out that he was going to be joining Illinois, and people wanted to see what all the hype was about. You saw it last year, not just running the ball, but making big plays through the air. Really
headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
Give to the running back. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. On the move. Can't get him to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Looking to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. On the move, he fires. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Throws for the tight end. And that one's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got...
Touchdown, Illini! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts him on top 21-6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Here comes the heat. They're working that left side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Touchdown, Badgers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Power football with the run. Got the 1st down and more. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And that last run was just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. Skips away from pressure. They get to him as he throws. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got room on the return. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Arkin. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The give on the inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw because he put it out in front of his...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Illinois!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
A strike downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Back to pass, it's Edwards. Finds his tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Badgers are marching down the field. They'll give it to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got his man quickly. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Makes the catch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Rushes on him. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. They're hanging around here, leads down to 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Got a little space. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Find some fresh air.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He lets it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Keep it on the ground. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Getting set for the point after. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Here on third down for this offense. Looking for a man, it's Edwards. Caught over the middle, it's Mason. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Brooks. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Barry Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Finds his man. It's Dupree. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Badgers headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. It's Arkin. Fights off a defender. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. They'll move the tight end. Scanning the field, it's Altmaier. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So, pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Illinois looking to pay things off on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Illini! And the beatdown has ensued.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Caught in the backfield, it's Mason.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Edwards. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
They'll keep it on the ground. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. The Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Dupree. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Rides the back and leaves it.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. It's complete to the left. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Badgers have pushed it inside the 20. To the ground with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Running back searching for a hole. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback takes a knee. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.